Are you curious about Bitcoin and why it's making headlines around the world? Do you want to know how it works, why people are investing in it, and what risks and opportunities it presents? Well, then you've come to the right place. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the world of Bitcoin and explore its fascinating history, technology, and potential. But first, a word of caution, we are not financial advisors, and this video should not be taken as financial advice. We are simply here to provide information and insights that can help you make your own decisions about Bitcoin. So, if you're ready to learn more about this exciting and complex topic, buckle up and let's get started. First of all, what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency that was created in 2009 by an anonymous person or group known as Satoshi Nakamoto. It is based on blockchain technology, which is a decentralized ledger that records and verifies transactions without the need for a central authority. This means that Bitcoin is not controlled by any government or financial institution, making it more secure and resistant to fraud. So how does Bitcoin work? Essentially, Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. When someone wants to send Bitcoin to someone else, they create a transaction and broadcast it to the network. This transaction is then verified by network nodes through cryptography and added to the blockchain, which is a permanent record of all Bitcoin transactions. Once the transaction is confirmed, the recipient receives the Bitcoin and the transaction is complete. Next, we'll talk about the advantages of Bitcoin. Bitcoin has several advantages over traditional currencies. Firstly, it is decentralized, which means it is not subject to the same government and financial institution regulations and control as traditional currencies. This makes Bitcoin more resistant to fraud, corruption, and censorship. Secondly, Bitcoin transactions are fast and inexpensive compared to traditional bank transfers, which can take several days to process and can be subject to high fees. Bitcoin transactions, on the other hand, are usually processed within minutes and have low fees. Another advantage of Bitcoin is its security. Transactions are encrypted and stored on the blockchain, which makes it very difficult to hack. In addition, because Bitcoin transactions are irreversible, it makes it much harder for anyone to commit chargeback fraud, which is a common problem with credit card payments. Next, we'll talk about Bitcoin's impact. Bitcoin is changing the financial world we live in many ways. One of its most significant impacts is its ability to provide a stable alternative to traditional currencies, especially in countries where the national currency is unstable or inflation is high. For example, in Venezuela, where the national currency has lost almost all its value, Bitcoin is becoming a popular alternative for conducting business and storing value. In addition, Bitcoin is making it easier for business to accept payments from customers all over the world. With Bitcoin, businesses no longer have to deal with high fees and long processing times associated with traditional payment methods. The blockchain technology that powers Bitcoin is also being used to create new financial products and services. Decentralized finance, or DeFi, is one example which aims to create a more open and transparent financial system by using blockchain technology to eliminate intermediaries and reduce costs. Next, we'll talk about adoption, which is going to be the most relevant for you and I. Bitcoin adoption is growing rapidly all over the world. According to a report by Glassnode, there are now over 100 million unique Bitcoin addresses in existence. This indicates that more people than ever are investing in Bitcoin. One reason for the growing adoption of Bitcoin is its scarcity. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins in existence, which makes it a valuable asset to own. As more people become aware of this, they are investing in Bitcoin as a way to hedge against inflation and diversify their investment portfolios. In addition, many businesses are starting to accept Bitcoin as a form of payment, which is helping to increase its adoption even further. Some of you might be wondering about Bitcoin's risks and challenges. While Bitcoin has many advantages, there are also some risks and challenges associated with it. One of the biggest risks is price volatility. Bitcoin's value can fluctuate wildly, which makes it a risky investment for some people. For example, in 2021, Bitcoin's value skyrocketed to almost $70,000 per Bitcoin, but then crashed down to around $16,000 in 2022. This kind of price volatility can be difficult for investors to navigate, especially if they are investing large sums of money. Another risk associated with Bitcoin is the potential for fraud and hacking. While the blockchain technology that powers Bitcoin is very secure, it is not invincible. Hackers have been known to steal Bitcoin from exchanges and individual wallets, and fraudulent schemes have been created to trick people into investing in fake Bitcoin ventures. In addition, Bitcoin's decentralized nature means that there is no central authority to oversee and regulate it. While this is one of Bitcoin's strengths, it also means that there is no safety net to protect investors from fraud or market manipulation. Finally, Bitcoin's legality is still a gray area in some countries. While many countries have started to regulate Bitcoin, others have banned it outright. This can make it difficult for businesses and individuals to invest in Bitcoin, and also create legal risks for those who do. Despite these risks and challenges, many investors and businesses see the potential in Bitcoin and are willing to take the risk. It's important to do your own research and understand the risk before investing in Bitcoin or using it as a form of payment. But if you're willing to take the risk, Bitcoin has the potential to provide a powerful alternative to traditional currencies and revolutionize the financial world. Because despite the risks, Bitcoin is a revolutionary technology that is changing the financial world as we know it. Bitcoin adoption is growing rapidly, and it's becoming increasingly clear that it's not just a passing fad. However, it's also important to learn the risks and challenges associated with it, such as price volatility and the potential for fraud. Yes, there are challenges, but Bitcoin is here to stay, and it's worth paying attention to if you're interested in the future of finance. So if you want to stay ahead of the curve and be a part of this exciting technological revolution, keep an eye on Bitcoin and its developments. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. This will motivate us to put out more videos. Leave in the comments what kind of videos you want to see next about this epic future that we are going to live in.